Hello, welcome back to Average Gamer Plays Factorio. I'm back over at my main base at the moment. I need to do something to get the rocket fuel to be a bit more of a steady thing, because this setup over here, I mean that's all backed up now because I've taken the line out. It was falling over. It kept on stopping. It wasn't working properly at all. So I thought I would build another rocket fuel production facility and link it into this existing oil field that I've got over here that I was just using to make the plastic for the plastic sulfuric acid that was going into the solar panel factory. And I didn't quite have the ratios right. I mean, it does work, but it doesn't produce anywhere near as many rocket fuel items as we actually need. And then this one, I've got this long belt just running all the way down here and up and across and sort of into there, and I've taken out the old belt that I had running from round here and across the top, which is why everything there is backed up, because I've taken that old belt out. But this wasn't quite doing what I wanted it to do, so I went back to the drawing board. Now, I had in my blueprint library, in Blueprints to Keep, I had this old Megabase Factories. It was this crude oil to rocket fuel factory, and this was for a 1000 science per minute factory. So this produces quite a lot of rocket fuel. So I went back into my sandpit world and I put this down and I started sort of taking bits out of it to work out how many I would actually need to just produce about enough rocket fuel for a 300 science per minute build. And I've come up with, is it in beacon builds? I've got 300 science per minute rocket fuel, which is the same sort of layout, but it's just a little bit more compact version because it's slightly cut down a bit. So I'm going to put this down. I think I'm actually going to put it down up in this area. If I go to, I'll get it back in my hand again. This build is, this is where the rocket is actually being launched, and this build will go sort of fairly neatly. I can actually put it in over there and just get the belt to come out over that. The belt at the moment, with that way around, the belt leads out over to the left, but I can change that direction, and then I can either feed it in from the oil that I'm already mining over here, or this bit of oil over here, and it's near the water. It needs water and crude oil coming in, so I'm going to put this down sort of over there. Shift, click, and there it goes. And there come a lot of the robots to try and build it. I might just put down another couple of roboports and have them be done with it. And then I will basically dismantle all this. I'll just let all that run out. And take all this out, because I noticed that this mining productivity research had kind of sort of stagnated at 30 something %, and you don't really notice, unless you're sort of watching it like a hawk, you don't really notice when it stops. So I like the idea of having a separate plant which will just do rocket fuel and nothing else, and then I'll tweak the existing oil facility. Hey, get rid of all those. It's still using up a lot of this. go. Yeah, I'll tweak the existing oil facility so that it just produces lube and sulfuric acid and plastic bars. Now then, do I actually have enough stuff on me to build all this? It'd be interesting if I do. Right, we still need a few beacons and not bothered about the lamps. We still need another chemical plant or something, but if I head back down to the mall, it should give me a few bits and pieces there. Right, let's just link all that in, not with the substation, with a big power pole. Will that stretch over? Yes, it will. So all that has power. Let's just come out of there for a minute. Probably doesn't even need. Produces that view a quantity. That can just go into there like that. That'll be fine. I need to get some oil and some water coming into the top here where the so we get water coming in there. Offshore pump. Yes, I do. Well, that's annoying. Okay. And then the crude oil, I might just see if I can tap it off here. Oh, look at that. That just fits, doesn't it? So, what this does is we've got two oil refineries producing heavy oil, light oil and petroleum. We convert all the heavy oil into light. We then have a few rows of assembler of chemical plants doing light oil into solid fuel and then petroleum into solid fuel. So all the petroleum it produces, all the heavy gets turned into light. All the light oil, both from the heavy and from the oil refineries, get turned into solid fuel, and the leftover petroleum gas gets also turned into solid fuel. And then basically all the solid fuel comes down here, it gets merged into a 3x3 belt balancer and out into 3 rows of rocket fuel factories. Come on, I'm getting stuck behind all the trees here in this. Right, let's get back into my Spidertron. And there we have another rocket being launched straight away. So this is now producing rocket fuel at a fairly sort of decent rate. So we'll see how quickly this starts, you know, how quickly it makes the next rocket. It's still using up the backlog from what it was produced while the rocket was being launched. %50 already. Now this rocket may actually launch fairly quickly because it's got a big backlog of rocket control units stacked up there, so it may be that depending on how well the other factories work for the rocket control units and the low density structures, that you know, it may be that the rocket fuel isn't the bottleneck that it once was. But this has only been a few minutes since the last rocket was launched. And there we go. That didn't take long at all. Yeah, I think it's the low density structures slowing that one down at the moment, but still, that should now, you know, I think we've got plenty of materials coming in, plenty of plastic, Plenty of copper now that I've got the secondary copper train coming in. That's already at 45%. There should be nothing in that. Right, okay, so that looks like it is doing what it says on the tin. So I'll take up all this other temporary stuff that I put down. In the previous recording, which I don't think I will actually upload because it doesn't lead to anything useful. Right, let's just double check. Yeah, that's still launching lots and lots of rockets. Already 14% of the way to the next one. Yeah, so this is now backed up. And then it's the speed at which it produces the rest of the stuff here. So it could well be that it's module production that's slow. Red circuits, maybe. Could be green circuits coming into reds is a little bit slow, yes. So why are we not producing? And it could be just because if a lot of the green circuits are being used up by the mall, then there isn't so many going out to the rest of the factory. Or it could be that this... let's set that to output to the right. That has got absolutely nothing left now. That's what I was trying to do in a rather cat-handed way. So we've now got plenty of green circuits coming in here and plenty of red circuits coming out there. They're still all... That's it, that should be speeding up a little bit. Yeah, they are. There are a few red circuits getting to this one at the end. That's fine. There goes another rocket already, so 558. Let's have a look at my production statistics for the last 10 hours. Oh, everything kind of stopped back then, didn't it? Yeah, nothing had happened for a few hours. Look at that. And then everything has caught up. Right, the other thing, yes, I had already got round to building one array over here of all these steel smelters. So that is built. I think I just need to rename these stations, and then I'll connect this line in here. I'll build some more coming out here. There's still a fair bit of crude oil there. I might leave that patch space to drill on there because I'm going to need to produce. I might put another one of these rocket fuel plants down over here and then use that to power the trains at this side of things. So I think when a train is full of cargo and it's got 8 wagons on it, I don't think coal's going to be enough. So I might put another little plant down just producing rocket fuel on its own and power it off that oil over there. Or I can do it off coal liquefaction, which I've got, down here. I mean, there's plenty of options, basically. But I'll carry on putting down more mines on top of these ore patches over here. And put a little depot in for the trains, which I might have over this side, I think, and then it can just go forwards and backwards there, and then it can go forwards and backwards and pick up the steel, and then everything's good. And I might not need to fill that in with landfill. But yeah, so I mean, for me building like an octagon base over here, I'm actually sort of building quite a fair bit outside of it. But I'm only doing the smelting outside just to get the raw materials, or basically the ingredients for the sciences into the base, and then I'll just build the science factories inside. So everything still comes in from outside, whether it's an ore or a plate. And then all the actual manufacturing takes place inside this area here. Now this is going to be octagon edge, but it's going to go out of the let's take that section up. Better. So we've got all this oil that I want to leave alone. Beacon builds. Where did I put it? It's not in. Yeah, Mega Base Steel Smelter. Zoom out. Zoom in a little bit. I can see where that oil is. In fact, don't have to be, you don't have to leave that much space there. Still got plenty of those left. Yeah. So a few little bits out there. So that leads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. So again, there's going to be enough lines out here. And I can fill a few more drills out there and whatever, but there's going to be enough there for 4 more stations, just like I had round here. They are now out of power because I've cut something off, haven't I? Yes. Yes, I'll rebuild that line out there. In fact, let's just have a look. Let's make sure that is connected up over there. I mean, I don't know if I've got enough. And then let's make sure that is connected over that side. And then this is connected over here as well. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a... That'll do. Don't need that anymore. Right, that is all linked in. So I just need to make sure that is linked into there as well. There we go. I might actually just build another put another building train station out here, and then just have the bots come out and build it. Rather than me running forwards and backwards. I'll cover it in roboports and have the bots come out. And yeah, we'll get that finished off, and then we'll get yeah, we'll put a depot in, get the rest of the stations, these ore patches set up for mining, and see how we get on with that. Let's just head back over here. I need to put in a couple of radars down over here, but that is certainly, that's producing more than enough rocket fuel there, and it is now, as I suspected, other things that are slowing it down. So I might head back over here and then just see yeah, basically it's red circuits, isn't it, for these speed modules. Yeah, the red circuits are very sparse, aren't they? I've only got... See, it looks like these red circuit factories... Oh, that one. Oh no, it is still working, isn't it? So it looks like all these red circuit factories are working at full speed. It's just that there's probably not enough of them. I don't think I've got any more red circuit factories anywhere else. I mean, there's plenty of green circuits, plenty of plastic. It's just that, yeah, I just need more red circuit factories, basically. Again, the mall uses up a few. Yeah, it's just red circuits for blue circuits, isn't it, for everything else? But we're still launching rockets, still doing the research. At quite a steady a steady rate, you know. Space science 200 a minute, you can't really argue with that. I mean, I was aiming for 300, but 200 is good enough for that, because this, you know, the purpose of this part of the factory isn't to do a particular science per minute, it's just to do science and just do some research and get the mining productivity bumped up. Let's just have a look. We can still do worker robot speed. Well, that's 16,000. 6057. And then after that, it does go up quite dramatically. Yeah, let's just do another one of those after that, because the mining productivity, again, it's just going to take longer and longer and longer to get to, you know, sort of more practical benefits, and it's just doing the research for the sake of doing research at that point, really, not rather, you know, more so than actually trying to get more ore out of the patches. But I'm happy with the way that's going. Mining drill. A couple of mining drills emptied out over there. Yeah, still a few. There's still plenty. There's only 1 million left on that stone, so I might sort of flip this stone mine to be this one over here. To keep an eye on that. Although I've got 3.9 million. That is being mined. No, that's not being mined. That's the plastic factory coming in there. So yeah, I can probably just tap into that stone mine there and have another train out here for the stone. Okay, I'll leave it there. I've managed to sort of got something else, you know, fixed and working. We've got some more of the steel smelting built. I'll carry on with that a little bit off camera. And yeah, we'll pick it up again next time. But for now, see you next time.